Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. This pack, pretty unexciting overall. There are a couple different directions you can go. We could try and do something Bolus's Citadel related. You could just take... I mean, Yojimbo's really strong, actually. I think this card definitely pushes above its weight class. But I think Wasteland is probably the single best card in the pack. What better way to win the game than stopping your opponent from being able to take any plays? It's also colorless, so it just... You can put Wasteland in literally anything from combo to aggro. It's just a good card. Okay, we got some stuff going on. Flash has a very high upside. Getting it early is promising. Chromox, if we didn't have all these broken cards, I would consider. Urza's Saga is incredibly strong. Fable's good. I feel like Primetime has really fallen out of favor. Like, it's still fine, but it used to be like the big green thing. There's just so much better stuff now that you don't really like. What's the point of ramping when you can play like Questing Beast at 4, Minsc and Boo at 4? Like, you don't need to go 6 to 8. You know, Woodfall Primus isn't all it used to be. I think I'm going to take Flash. I don't love the card, but it does enable some decks that are kind of busted, and, you know, might as well try it out. Maybe not. I just don't... Sure, we'll try Flash. It's just like, I want to draft a combo deck. Hey, Flash Blightsteel Colossus. The best combo. I want to draft a combo deck or storm deck, but they've like, in all the recent cube iterations, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. Like, you used to be able to draft these really cool, synergistic, storm-like decks, and it's just, they've cut almost all of the cards that enable that. So, we're going to try and see what Flash can do, but it's like, you know, you could put a World Spine Worm into play. But other than that, I'm not entirely sure. Here we could take Prismatic Vista just to stay open. Pillage the Bog does help with Flash. It's pretty good. But we'll just take the Vista. Make sure our mana's good. Here we have Cloud. I do love Cloud plus GT. We have Renin 6 plus Wasteland and Prismatic Vista is a pretty good place to be. Otherwise, we're not missing out on that much. So we'll take that. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm just not supposed to take Flash. This is a very late Gut, very late Swords to Plowshares, very late Arena of Glory. Gut being on color with Red and 6 and Wasteland makes it the most tempting for me. This is 5th pick Swords. This is pretty ridiculous. So I like that. K-Command is good. Not really where we want to be. I'm going to take Gut before the Arena of Glory. I think this card is just nuts. Okay. Stomping Ground... yeah, does the stuff we want. There was Woldy Tutor to go with Flash, but this is my issue with this type of card in general. Like, you require such specific combinations of cards that your whole deck ends up being like, oh, tutor for this, tutor for this, tutor for Flash. And if you don't hit those, your deck does nothing. So you could play a deck like this and we're still open to it, but it's just often better with how strong cards are to just play cards that do things, right? You could play Flash, do the thing, World Spine Worm, whatever, or you could just attack with Gut like twice and make 2 4/1s, and that's actually very strong as well. So I'm going to take Stomping Ground. So we'll see. This one, we're not giving up on it just yet, but the packs have not in any way indicated that this is the direction we're supposed to be going. Generous Plunderer makes artifacts, right? Let me zoom in on it. You can make a treasure, so this lets me make artifacts for Gut. It's pretty good. I'll just take it. Been a while since I've had like a, I don't know if mono red is the right word, but just like a heavy red deck. Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves plus Gut is kind of fun. Sowing Mycospawn can grab Wasteland. With Ren Insects, if we get a Strip Mine too, that's actually really good. I think I'm going to take this. This has the highest upside. Okay. Generous Ent can grab the thing. Endurance is just good, especially with, you know, Reanimator being everywhere. Detective's Phoenix. This card is like always good in theory, and I've never seen it played or played it myself in Cube. I don't think. So I don't know what that tells you. I think we're between Endurance and Generous End. And Endurance is like pretty good tempo and stuff. We'll just take it. Feels like we're sort of in the open lane. There's a commercial district. Sylvan Caryatid. I don't even think I take a prime time here. Honestly, I'm just gonna take this. Okay, 6 comes around. That's very good. I love 6. Green Sun Zenith could be okay. 6 is just busted. Let's take a 6. Course of Crufix, Goblin Rabblemaster. Rabbleman Gut is a very good combo. I was about to say I wish. Wow. Wait. Okay. This is pretty rough. I want Arena of Glory, but I think Delighted Halfling is better for the deck because of how many threes I have. I want all of those cards. Let that be clear. Excellent Instant Sorcery. Add red for each lore counter. You can cast a thing. I'm not playing Worldly Tutor. I think Worldly Tutor is essentially unplayable. Either. Well, okay. All right. The Black Lotus. I will take that, and I'll be happy about it. They're bringing me back with all the all the power that I'm opening. We'll take that. Pyrogoyf I would like. Smuggler's Copter would be pretty good, and Haywire Might are the cards I'm looking at. And that's about it, but we'll grab Black Lotus. This makes our deck so much better. We have all these threes. Black Lotus makes threes, significantly stronger than they otherwise would be. We could take Seasoned Pyro as another 3. Yavimaya helps with our mana, lets Wasteland do more stuff. Wheel of Fortune doesn't really combo with what we have going on. Not the best. I could grab Expedition Map. If I had Strip Mine, I would actually consider this, but even with Wasteland, it's not that bad. It's pretty bad. I don't love that. I really don't like any of these options. None of them really do what like the deck needs. So what can I do instead? I guess Keen-Eyed Curator just hits really hard. So I guess I'll take that one. There's Ignoble Hierarch. If we had Strip Mine, I would 100% be taking this. But we don't, and I think just going 1-3 is like what the deck needs to do. We'll probably wheel this. We might even wheel Walk-in Closet too, but we're certainly in the open lane. Okay, there's an Ancient Tomb, Urson Monstrosity, and Nissa. This is definitely an Ancient Tomb deck. I love Nissa so much, but with this many threes, gotta be Ancient Tomb here. Okay. Shifting Woodland can copy. What can you copy? You can turn into a Black Lotus, but that's kind of goofy. You can turn into Gut, Goblin Rabblemaster. That's okay. I'll probably take it. It's not like a very high cost thing to do. Fast Bond versus Fanatic of Ronus. Okay, so right now we have Renin 6. We have only one fetch, and we would have to wheel the card that lets you play cards from your bin. I don't have that many cards with 4 power, but we could probably get some, which would have more upside. This is sort of the classic like conundrum of modern Vintage Cube, where this one's probably more fun, but almost certainly Fanatic of Ronus is just better because it's more consistent. It's a 2 mana 1/4 that adds 4 mana, and it can come back as a 4/4 that adds 4 mana. Whereas Fast Bond a lot of the time is just gonna do nothing. Even like Field of the Dead, we could go that route, but like Questing Beast, like this is the thing that it frustrates me a bit with the way that they're setting up the Vintage Cube. Just like you can do these things, but it's just so much weaker often than just taking a Questing Beast. I will be taking a Questing Beast here. Okay, City of Traders. Honestly, this is just, yeah, let's go. This is now just a turbo. Smuggler's Copter is excellent here. This is just turbo murdering deck. Smuggler's Copter is great. Yavimaya sort of could help. Take it. Walk-in Closet does wheel. Not playing any of these, so we'll consider it. Nissa wheels. Okay. Yeah. Nissa plus Yavimaya, probably better than Ursine Monstrosity. Unholy Heat's good, but Nissa's just like the most broken green card. Force of Vigor. Natural Order has the most upside. This card's unplayable. I don't think I've ever seen this card do anything. This card we'll consider, but again, like, you don't need expensive cards in your deck anymore. So Natural Order used to be this thing. If we get Crater Hoof, I'll still probably consider it, but why have an 8-drop you can't cast when you could just play a 5-drop that still wins the game? Razor Verge Thicket. Okay, I mean, this deck looks really, really good. We have Ancient Tomb and City of Traders to go with these excellent starts. Sowing Mycospawn, we actually can kick it pretty easily. Yeah, this is looking really nice. And that was only pack 2. There's still a whole nother pack. All right, what does new pack have for us? Well, you know, it's colorless, so I guess we'll take it. I feel like this card is better than a Mox. Honestly, like it just it's gonna draw you like 6 cards. It's like a 4 mana draw 6 cards and gain protection from everything. And in the event you draw 6 cards, you took like 3 damage. It's very low what you end up like spending in order to get the effect. Verdant Catacomb. Did I get the Walk-in Closet? I did. So I'm gonna put this here. Fastbond did not wheel. I don't know if it was even possible to wheel, but I'll take a Verdant Catacomb here. Once Upon a Time is also interesting. It can't grab Black Lotus, right? Creature or land. I'm gonna grab the Catacomb first. More fetches make Wrenn 6 much better. This mana base is quite nice, by the way. Big fan of this. Okay. Oh no. I could take a Mox, or I could take Broadside Bombardiers. Yikes. I think it's a Mox with a deck like this. I have so much stuff I want to ramp into, but like, man, this card is broken. Play the One Ring, draw 2 cards, draw 2 more cards, throw the One Ring for 6 damage at your opponent. Like, yeesh. Okay, well, this is a very good Titania deck. Hexdrinker's cool, but like, we have lands that kill themselves now with like City of Traders, and it's actually not that bad with Titania. All these fetches, Wasteland. This card is very ridiculous. Okay. There's Exploration to sort of go with Fast Bond, but honestly, I feel like this is the classic problem again. We have so much acceleration that Lelia just will like plow through any opposition we have. I'm gonna take it. Lelia is so good. Okay, we have Thornspine Verge. I probably need a removal spell. I don't have any, so we'll take the first one. Don't think I'm doing this. Endurance, it is a 3/4 reach, right? For some reason, cards don't let me hover on them. Goldspan Dragon. Could this be your time to shine? This card doesn't do anything, right? Exile cards, you may cast it by paying that equal to its mana cost. Yeah, and you don't get to put it in hand. This card's really broken and constructed. It seems like pretty useless in cube. I'll take a Goldspan, not likely to play it. I could take Crop Rotation, but I don't think Strip Mine is gonna show up. I'll take Goldspan. Okay, Burst Lightning versus Eternal Witness. I know Zeranorb Orb Titania is like technically a combo, but again, this is like the classic problem where, yes, if you have Zeranorb Orb Titania, you can make a bunch of 5/3s. That is true. And it is a good interaction together. But is it worth playing Zeranorb that does essentially nothing else for us to enable that one interaction? I don't think so. Burst Lightning, I gotta take it. I think we need just a little bit of cheap interaction, and then we're golden. Rising Canopy, Nissa. I don't need more 5s. I'll grab the land that can fetch stuff. Once Upon a Time, Springheart and Tuco. This one's pretty good, but I think Once Upon a Time helping us hit our broken starts is probably worth it. There was a card I wanted from this pack, and it didn't come around. But I don't remember what it was, so it's hard to be too mad about it. I'll take a Scythe Cat Cub. We have quite a few fetches. Hex Drinker versus Pyrokinesis. We're super aggro. Let's take a Hex Drinker. Exploration. Probably not playing it, but we do get Thornspire Verge to wheel. So our mana is very good. This is what I would expect a mana base to look like. Okay, so this is in the lands. This is a spell. 23. Okay, so we could run it just like this. 17 land. It really is more like 16 land because Mox is really like a spell you'd like to use to go faster. The other thing I could probably do is just run Goldspan Dragon, but it does cost 5. I don't think I need to. I think let's just keep it clean. Run it like this. 2/3 sounds good to me. And we will try it out like that. See you all round 1. All right, we're playing against Devi21. Let's go first. Winning the die roll with this deck is huge because if we could play Lelia turn 1, that's a game changer. This is a turn 2 6, and I have Once Upon a Time. I think I'll keep this. My opponent has a companion Luris, so it's good to know. Let's play this. Okay. Turn 2 6 off Ancient Tomb. Probably we want to turn 1 Hex Drinker. And do I want to fix their mana? I'll start off with a Forest. Pass turn. Okay, I was literally about to say I don't want a Galvanic Discharge unless they have something like Mother of Runes, and here we are. Wasteland. Okay, well I can't unfortunately play Wasteland right now, but I can go Mountain, kill this, spend 1, level this up, attack for 2. Next turn, I can't Wasteland and Renin 6 at the same time, so hopefully I draw a 2-drop and then I can Wasteland. I could Wasteland and level up Hex Drinker. If they don't have another land, that's definitely what I'm doing. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Because they missed a land drop. Kill that. Level this up. Hit you for 4. Okay, they bobble. If I go, I'm at level 3. I have to hit level 8 before, well, they missed all their land drops. All right, that's pretty rough. Generous Plunderer. Don't really need to make treasure tokens. But I think I do. I can level up Hex Drinker to max level next turn. So let's start with an attack. Then we get to go Ancient Tomb 6. Level this up. Yeah, Hex Drinker is messed up, man. There you go. That's why we first pick Wasteland. Okay, Talon Gates. That doesn't de-level Hex Drinker, I don't think. It's not a blink effect. It just phases them out, which is a very weird thing. Wait, what is this? Why is it 0 -2 to what is happening with these displays right now? That's very weird. Everyone knows Hex Drinker comes in as a 0 -2. Okay, Endurance, let's go. Yavimaya, level this up. Level it up. Level it up. Level it up. Level it up. Then we attack. So they have to chump block the 6. Grab Shifting Woodland. I could play the 1 ring plus 6, which is kind of nuts, to be honest. Alright, they just die. So we want as much cheap removal as we can possibly have, and we don't have any, so we're already where we need to be. I could actually see this being pretty good as a stall breaker, but I think I want to be on the play before I consider Goldspan Dragoning. Okay, this hand, it has Renin 6 plus fetch. I don't think I can mulligan this hand, but man, would I love a Black Lotus. This hand's actually pretty good because it has Fanatic of Ronus with 2 creatures that can fairly easily get up to 4 power, so this is sort of like the creature Black Lotus. We do have to worry about Lurus of the Dream Den, but we have Renin 6 and they don't have a turn 1 Mother of Runes, so I think we're okay. We want a land or Black Lotus. Basic Forest. Okay. Yeah, let's go Forest, Hex Drinker. I think next turn I'm going to Shock for Fanatic. And then I can go Scythe Cat Cub, Fetch to get up to 4 power. I have Talon Gates as well. So this could be turn 2 Mother of Runes, and then we change our plan. We Ren in 6 kill the Mother of Runes. Okay. Can't kill that. I love that. Okay. Stomping Ground. Yes. Play this. Shock. Play this. I should have attacked first, but at this point there's no point in attacking, so that's fine. And we know everything they have is 2 mana or less. So no no Lelia, no Minskin Boo. They could have Swords to Plowshares, that kind of thing. But if this works, I believe next turn I get to go Scythe Cat Cub, play Verdant Catacombs, fetch Verdant Catacombs, get up to 4, tap Fanatic of Ronus, make 4 mana, play Sowing Myco Spawn. And seems good. And I can grab Wasteland. Oh, or I could just kill Mother of Runes. Well, that's boring. Prismatic Vista. Okay, so I get to go. Yeah, I'm just killing Mother of Runes here. So let's go Scythe Cat Cub. Hmm. Yeah, I think I do this. Scythe Cat Cub. And then we're gonna Prismatic Vista for a mountain. And I'm gonna put the counter on the Hex Drinker because I would like to attack this turn. It's gonna become a 4/3. Yeah. A mountain. Trigger this. Ah, I want to do all the fun stuff so badly. I can Sowing Myco spawn for a wasteland. I think just Renin 6 plus level up is actually kind of insane. Ping this. Level up. Level up. Level up. 6/6. Protection from instance. Next turn, Myco spawn. I don't think I'll have the mana for kicker, but I can Myco spawn for uh Wasteland. Wasteland them, and then play Titania and get back Wasteland. Pillage the Bog. See, like, just in the modern era, these kind of cards used to be insane, but like, what's the point in spending mana that doesn't do anything on the board when you could just play a different card that does stuff? They probably pillaged just to grab a land. They have a 3/3, so they can kill Renin 6. I would just let that happen because they're dead on board, essentially, if that goes through. Sure. Renin 6 down. Sowing Myco spawn. So I can get particularly greedy, and I think I'm entitled to do so. Play this. They can't even counterspell this. Grab Wasteland. Let's grow this dude. Let's Wasteland this. They don't even float the mana, love it. I guess I don't have mana for Titania, but I can do this. I think they might just be dead. If this is the second time this resolves, double the counters. So I can fetch in response. Grabbing Commercial District. Put that on top. I guess that doesn't actually work. Anyway, they're just dead, right? This is level 3. I can do this. Level it up. Level it up. Attack them for 13. They go to 1. Probably could have done that differently to kill them somehow, but oh well. Spring Heart Nantuko. Look, if they're... Oh, you know what? Gaia's Cradle is actually a pretty nuts way back into this. I can't imagine they're playing any board wipes, but you never know. They can't be playing Nadu. Okay, dang it. I wanted to go Titania Wasteland, double trigger all this stuff. Anyway, see you next round. Hey, I'm sorry for the short interruption, but I just wanted to take the time to mention that I spent about 3 years designing my ideal card game, which is Algamancy. So if you like the way that I play the game, talk about the game, or view synergies, and you think that type of gameplay is something you could be interested in, maybe check out Algamancy. It solves the problem of first player advantage, solves the problem of Mana Screw and Flood, and there's no expensive cards. It's just a self-contained cube-like experience. You can cube draft with your friends. The other thing that it does really cool is you can cube draft 1v1. You don't need to get up to 8 people, and you can actually draft live in the game as well. So it's a really, really fun game that's based on just strategy instead of like getting lucky, hoping to draw the right cards. It really allows you to make cool plays and win on those cool and interesting plays and synergies. So if you're interested at all, go to algamancy.io, give it a check. Otherwise, just keep enjoying the videos. Alright, we're playing against Triangle. This hand's good. We're gonna need to draw stuff, but that's true of, you know, every single game and draw. It depends on what they do. If they play a okay, Mox Ruby, I don't like that. Bristly Bill. I think, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to Burst Lightning the Bristly Bill. I don't want... As soon as it becomes a 3/3, I can no longer, like, keep it alive, or, like, kill it. Next turn, I can Wasteland plus Hierarch, which feels pretty good. Setting up for Endurance. If they didn't have a plan 3 mana last turn, unlikely they'll have a play 3 mana this turn. They also manually opted for ugly lands, which is interesting. But yeah, hopefully you can see why I value this card so highly. It's very good. Courser of Crufix. I mean, not as good in this situation. City of Traders. I don't need any of these things. Let's go Forest. My opponent's drawing a land off the top. Endurance doesn't even attack into Courser of... No, Endurance does attack... Okay, wait, this is interesting. Endurance can attack into Courser with Ignoble Hierarch out, so I think I am going to wait and Endurance them. And I guess I want to do a draw step stop because I don't want lands on top of their deck for Corsair. Oh, that card's totally fine. Card's so bad. They gain a life. Okay, I will block just to prevent some damage to myself. And I will up to one target player. They have... I'll just... do I want them to draw this card? It's a 3 mana 1/1 that makes a thing. Can't even block Endurance. I think I'm just gonna say done. I think I'm okay with him drawing that card, to be honest. And I want to keep mine because I want to be able to draw the Titania. Okay. I like this less. I like this a lot less. We do draw Titania though, so that's amazing. Let's use City of Traders because this one we can have it like kill itself. This can become a 4/5, so we do attack with Endurance before doing anything else. Remember how we played for a line and then it actually worked out? So we go City of Traders. Something we could do is wasteland our own City of Traders to get a bunch of power in play right now. I don't hate that play, to be honest. Opponent has Blood Crypt off the top. They're at 16. I can put 10 power in play off Titania this turn, and I can crack Horizon Canopy next turn. I mean, I don't currently need the mana for anything. But I can also just wasteland their Blood Crypt, which feels pretty good too. Here comes this thing, make a golem. The only reason I don't like this is they can put counters on all their cats now. I don't know how much it matters. So this is what they have currently. It depends on if they attack with a Seeker's Chariot, but I'm trying to think if this is what they do. I make 2 5/3s and I attack with them. What's the worst that could happen? Golem blocks 1, and then Sandstorm Salvager plus Cat blocks the other. And then they can still crew the Chariot and attack, but it's not that big of a deal. So maybe it's... Okay, if they're doing this, the Chariot's gonna die. They do get to make a second Golem, though. Can't stop that. If this is the play, I think I'm going to play more for the long game and just kill Blood Crypt here. Kill this. Galvanic Discharge is good. So let's go float mana, Horizon Canopy, sacrifice itself. Give me a 5/3. Sacrifice this to draw. Get another 5/3. Black Lotus doesn't actually do that much here. I'll play it. It doesn't do very much. Then I can Fanatic of Ronus. I guess I can just use this mana here. Fanatic. I can discharge killing Sandstorm Salvager. I think for now, oh, they're both, okay. I can't attack with any of those with impunity. I can attack with Titania. If they double block, they lose both golems. If they double block Salvage or Golem, I can Galvanic Discharge. Titania feels like a pretty good attack with Endurance. Because it becomes a 4 toughness here. So far my Black Lotus showings have been really mediocre. This is... Okay, we get in for 6. I think I'm just going to kill this thing. It grows their tokens and... use 1. We don't want any growing tokens over here. So, you know what? They did get me with... This thing was decent in that situation. So they can grab an Earthsign Monstrosity. They're passing with all of their mana up, not playing any cards. What could they possibly have? I know one of their two cards. What at instant speed is green and red? Kicked burst lightning? Literally, I have no idea what they could have. Let's move to combat, I guess, and see what happens. Do I just attack with one elemental? Probably. They can block with both cats. It's not that big of a deal. But the 4 toughness here really is big. I have no idea what card they could have here. Been playing Vintage Cube a long time. I don't think Collected Company's in the cube. I don't. Pyrokinesis costs 6. Okay, we trade with both cats. Let's play Delighted Halfling. Pass turn? I don't know. I have no idea why they didn't play the card we know is in their hand. Oh. Oh, I see. The other explanation. Jeez. Yeah, I guess so. It's pretty good. Fortunately, they can only attack with Kujata, but I'm just dead. Like, this card, fair enough. This card single-handedly just ends the game, I guess. Wow. 7/5 trample haste. I think I have to block it. They can kill 2 things here, but then I can just embalm Fanatic. Right, they can kill... This feels like a decent trade. Not great, but I'm not like dead next turn. Oh, and they ordered blockers wrong? I don't know. I think they changed the ruling, so you don't order blockers and then do damage. They just choose what happens. Pretty good thing they got there. Play this past turn. Suplex, 3 damage and exiles, so I can't even block with Fanatic of Ronus anymore. Maybe they use it to kill Black Lotus. That would be the most useless Black Lotus ever. Skull Clamp, I don't like that either. It would be cool if I could draw some good cards. You're missing out. They get to draw into Skull Clamp. They discard the Suplex. That's interesting. That thing's going to be enormous. I feel like they wanted to Skull Clamp the Golem and attack, but maybe that doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because this untapped target, they just attack with these 2, and then this is like a 20/20. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to die to these strong cards. Yeah, they're going to hit me for 16 trample next turn. That's cool. Alright. Lands, I guess. I mean, I had good stuff that just Kujata was disgustingly strong. Flyers do seem pretty relevant in this matchup, to be honest. But also just drawing well. Like, I drew really poorly that game, and we could do better. I don't know if I drew poorly or they drew well. The Kujata is like... that card is better than Glorybringer, by far. What was that? I lost 2 creatures, and then I blocked with 2. It was a 4 for 1. That's pretty intense. Okay, this... The Mark's Pearl actually doesn't do anything, but the rest do. My opponent kept 7. I'm gonna lead on a Prismatic Vista. This disguises the fact that I'm holding up Galvanic Discharge, and it gives me something to grab off Renin 6. Okay. I want to draw something I can play. I don't want to grab a... I don't want to draw a land here, so I'm gonna grab a forest. I'll grab a mountain because Galvanic Discharge. Scythe Cat Cub. Made a mistake. I think, though, we just do this. Wasteland this. Hold up mountain. Next turn I can run in 6, get it back. It's a bit slower than if we had lead on something like Stomping Ground, but it's fine. They do have a Mox and a Cradle. Okay. Forest. So let's go Stomping Ground. And I kind of want to disguise that Renin 6 is coming down. So let's just play... Actually, we'll play a Mox and Scythe Cat Cub. I guess I should have done this differently and gotten a counter on this. No, I had a red, so I couldn't have gotten a counter. Okay, they have nothing that's very good news for me. Ooh, Lele and the Blade Reforged. It's a good card. I can run in 6 back a Wasteland, but their lands don't do anything currently, so let's just get some value. Play this. I can miss out on 1 damage to potentially hit a land off the top here. I would love to have that card. Fortunately, I don't. Commercial District. Put a counter on the... I want to put on the Cub. Lately is so strong. Delighted Halfling I don't need. Okay, looks like they are just not playing the game. This is like sort of the downside of Gaia's Cradle is makes you even more susceptible to removal. But I think it's a really good card if you can get there. But my opponent might be dead. I just don't want to wasteland it because it's currently generating 0 mana. Mind Twist. It's a good one to know about. I could play a land and do like a tiny bit more damage, but they're just dead next turn anyway, so let's just attack, see what we're getting. Like, we could easily go run in 6, uptick, get Prismatic Vista, play it, double the counters, but I don't think there's a way to kill them this turn. I'd rather just have all my mana up to play whatever I hit off the top. Play this, put a counter on the Cub, play run in 6. Run in 6 will get back a Wasteland. And I think I hold the Ignoble Hierarch. I don't know if there's like balance or something in their deck. Okay, they have basic forest. So they currently have access to potentially 2 green if they have a creature. You can't stop Gaia's Cradle with Galvanic Discharge. Ah, because I played Yavimaya, that was a mistake. Doesn't matter, but that was a mistake. I was like, how are they tapping Gaia's Cradle for mana? Silly me. Okay. Fair enough. Fury could make it worse. They kill the Lelia. Actually, I think no matter what they do, they're still basically just dead. Okay, killing the Cub. Makes sense because I think they die if they don't kill the Cub, but now we get to discharge this thing. Pay 3. And Lelia gets to attack. Shifting Woodland. Shifting Woodland's very good. Let's ping this. Play this dude. Hit them for 6. Smuggler's Copter is excellent. And then I get to Wasteland the Gaia's Cradle, play the Copter. Pretty good. Okay. On the draw, they have Fury, Mind Twist. No, they're just playing all the busted cards. I mean, this is the best thing I can think of. Plunderer. I can give them treasures. They're not playing a bunch of artifacts. It does have Menace. I think I'm just gonna make this swap. I have Black Lotus. I could Goldspan Dragon pretty early. I have Ancient Tomb and City of Traders. I think I should have done this sooner, actually. But yeah, let's have a Black Lotus draw. Turn 1 Goldspan. Would be pretty cool. They've boarded up to 41 cards. I'm curious what their last... Like, that's almost never optimal, but maybe they just put a bunch of removal in the deck. Okay, this hand is pretty good. I'm gonna keep no Black Lotus or whatever, but they can't have nuts draws every time. They've had mocks every opener, I think. If they... We'll see what they Once Upon a Time for. If they play a tapped non-basic turn 1, I'd probably just Wasteland them. Broadside Bombardiers, that's disgusting. Like, they could have a Mox, and then there's really nothing I can do about it. I don't really have a way to kill the Bombardiers. They stomp that. Very unfortunate. Okay, well, let's do our best to keep them off of this for as long as possible. Play this thing. Unfortunately, I guess I can still just go Fanatic of Veronis, so it's not that bad. I just hope that they miss on lands, which they did not. Yikes, dude. That's what they sided in, just all this cheap removal. Alright, Verdant Catacombs. We're gonna get hit by Broadside Bombardiers next turn, almost for sure. Forest. I think I'm gonna start with Fanatic because it adds mana. That lets me play a 3 with Commercial District. Okay, Raphalos instead of the Bombardiers, because they have more. These draws are crazy. Scythe Cat Cub. Okay. Bombardiers can throw the Raphalos at 6 and kill it. They can also 1, 2, they have 5 mana right now. If they draw one land, they could throw a Bone Crusher Giant at something. But I only have 3 mana, so I can't do everything I want. So I think, unfortunately, I do have to play 6, even though they're likely to kill it. Because next turn, that lets me double spell much easier. Questing Beast. That's also an excellent one. Put that on top. Now, next turn, I get to... ooh. I have to hit a land in order to be able to do everything I want. Because Questing Beast gives something for power, but they hit a land. So this could go really badly. I was like, Questing Beast plus Fnatic is really good. But in this case, it's not that good. Because they're going to go Bombardiers, Bone Crusher, throw Bone Crusher at something. They even have mana to equip Skull Clamp, I think. Yeah, goodbye. Well, yeah, it's pretty rough. They kill 6. I have Questing Beast on top. But they're just going to keep killing with Broadside Bombardiers. This was a mistake, I think. 3-1. Okay. Sowing Myco Spawn. I mean, Questing Beast hits them for damage, but they could just throw something at it and kill it very, very easily. I can go Cub plus Curator. That could let me block the Bombardiers, but they could just boast and... Like, this card's basically impossible to deal with. Unless you have Lightning Bolt. Myco Spawn guarantees that I can Questing Beast next turn. Guess that's the play. Let's grab... Shifting Woodland is interesting. Shifting Woodland can copy 6. I mean, I need the 1 ring, right? So, what do I do with that? I could grab City of Traders. That gives me a lot of mana next turn. Hornspire Verge. If I grab City of Traders, that could let me have like a ton of mana. I'm gonna do that. It enters untapped. And I pass turn because I can't play anything. But I don't know how we beat this, right? They play this, equip Skull Clamp to it, throw it at my thing, draw 2 cards. It's like this is probably this card's probably better than Gut. There's just so many cards in the cube now that are unbeatable. They have Natural Order. Okay. They can throw the token that's only gonna do 2. They can throw the Salvator, it'll do 5. They play that. I mean, we're definitely up against it. Chainsaw, jeez. They can throw the chainsaw, like, it never ends. And honestly, a lot of this is because we're on the draw. If we're on the play, it might still look similarly, but they wouldn't have been able to kill my creatures and I would have ramped way harder. I take 3 and then probably 5. Okay, yeah, chainsaw plus that. We're probably dead. I don't know how we could ever get out of this. I get to go Scythe Cat Cub. Play a land. Put a counter on this. Sacrifice City of Traders. 3-3. Yeah, I mean Questing Beast. Attack for 4. I don't think it's possible to win this because they brought the Broadside Bombardiers, right? They just kill stuff. They could even just chump here. It doesn't matter. The reason why this attack doesn't matter is like if I don't do that, they just throw it and kill it. If I do, I'm just gonna concede. We'll move on to a game that I could actually win. See you next round. Man, where's my Black Lotus? I swear it's in my deck. I am gonna mulligan this hand without a second land. I will keep this. It's very. I feel like every time I've drafted Black Lotus Lady, it's just like I did see it in a game, but it just went away. I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna ditch a forest. They have a mountain. Okay, no Ragavan. Great news. Let's grab a Survey Land because I need some action. I also never saw the One Ring, which would be. It would have been insane in the last league, or the last round. Wait, how did they get foil on mountains? Kind of cool. Fear of missing out. Cool. All right, commercial district. Show us the goods. Nope. Don't want that. It's actually kind of cool that now I can get that back with Brendan 6 if I feel the need. Okay. This I can live with. 6 Ancient Tomb. And the reason I kept Yavimaya is because if we do draw something like Ancient Tomb, I can stop myself from taking damage. That's a good draw, though. They attack. There's no reason for them to not attack. What's the worst that I could get punished? I think I'm going to block. I think they attack in this spot every time, so there's no way that I don't just block there. Okay, they had it. But it's not like they really bluffed me, because there's no risk in making that play. Endurance can eat fear of missing out, which is pretty good. And I can even do it without taking damage. I like that. Okay, Arena of Glory is terrifying. Corey Steel Cutter. And Glimmer Lens. Alright. All the equipment that becomes things. Endurance does pretty well against a lot of this. Turn off auto yields. So we're gonna kill. I still think I kill fear of missing out. Cast this. Green, green, green. We're gonna put them, make them more likely to draw planes. Eat this. Take 2. They do get chainsaw counters. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Eventually, there is a world. We don't draw all lands. What is this? Turn off all yields. Why is she... What is happening? Okay, do this. Let's untap Commercial District. My opponent is down to 1 card in hand. I'm going to attack with this. Do I want to play Renin 6 this turn? It does let me get back a land, so probably. It does mean I only have Endurance blocking for Nissa. Maybe I wait. I think having 2 blockers is pretty important right now. Because I don't mind trading Commercial District off, but I do mind losing Nissa. And with 1 card in hand, like, they could go single removal spell and then Chainsaw equip and kill. So we'll just hang tight. Okay, they equip there. Seems reasonable. What is this? Next to the top card of your library during your... Any turn you put a lore counter on this, you can play it. Whenever you next cast a creature spell, it gains haste. And this is just a 2/1 Night Saga. They can play planes at any time that they've put a counter on this. Okay. If they attack with both, I get to eat the monk. If they attack with just one, then they don't get to draw a card. Okay. 4/2. Do I just let Nissa take a hit here? I feel like I'm winning this currently. Let's just go into a game of attrition here. Chainsaw gets bigger. They have no cards in hand, but they can Horizon Canopy. Hex Drinker is very good. Can I just max level Hex Drinker? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I can. Let's... That's funny how Ancient Tomb and Nissa work. 5. I have to shock this in if I want a max level Hex Drinker here. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. It is a good card, as much as I dislike it. Get in there. So that's 5. So, yeah, I think I play this. Level this up 2 more times. 6, 7. I can uptick Nissa here. Ancient Tomb is now the worst card. And I think I get a free attack because if they want a double block to stop Hexdrinker from getting max leveled, they lose both of their creatures. They do still maintain a Corey Steel Cutter, actually, though. So I think let's just play it safe. Level up. Protection from everything. And I'll just use the last mana level up. That bodes well for me, I think. Pass turn. So this is basically Arena of Glory, the creature. Equip there. Okay. You got it. Galvanic Discharge is pretty nice. So I think at this point I can comfortably shock in a land. Then I can go Renin 6. Renin 6 is going to shoot down this thing. Although it's just going to die next turn anyway, isn't it? When you next cast a creature spell, it gains haste. I think it just dies next turn, so I don't even need to do that. Let's just get back Horizon Canopy. And we can spend this on leveling up our guy. Nissa will untap a forest. Attack you for 6. And I'm just going to hold back. I guess I'm supposed to untap the red so I can galvanic discharge. That was a mistake. I think this thing just dies though. Yeah. Yeah, I was supposed to hold up red. For some reason I was like, oh, I have double red, but I needed to untap Stomping Ground for that to work. So if I die, it's entirely my fault. Fury with haste. Jeez. Yeah, that's a card I would have liked to be able to galvanic discharge. Okay. It's a big monk token. 7/2 trample. And they have another spell too. Have to exile. Wow, I'm not dead, but wow. Having galvanic discharge would have made a big difference here. Easy ability, yes. Grab a mountain. So I have to block Fury. They can kill Nissa, which is cool. I think they just need to attack me. I would love for them to attack Nissa. Okay, that makes more sense. Me. So if I block here, I take way too much. If I block here, I take 9 and go to 2. So let's do that. And my opponent's dead on board. Wait. 8, I take 10? Oh, I go to 1. Holy cow. That was close. Definitely a mistake. Definitely shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. Do this. Play this. Take them down. That's 9 damage. They're at 9. Oh, this didn't have trample anymore anyway. Whatever. Should have blocked there. Doesn't matter, still 1. Let's run it back. Can I use Black Lotus for any effect? The answer is apparently no. Actually, is this a keep on the draw? Yeah, I think it is. It's not a great keep, but we have Delighted Halfling. We have a Scythe Cat Cub. Okay, that's much better. The problem is I'm on the draw. Because I can go Commercial District, Ancient Tomb, Goblin Rabble Master. I'm taking a lot of damage if that's my line. I think I'm going to play it slightly safe. And any untapped red source still lets me do the thing. But I can go do this, and then next turn go Scythe Cat Cub Commercial District. And this lets me build value off of the Scythe Cat Cub instead of the Rabble Man, because given their deck, it seems quite likely that they have something to deal with whatever I have. And if we draw an untapped red source, we can do the best of all the worlds. Voice of Victory. Your opponents cannot cast spells during your turn. 1/3. That definitely would stop the Rabble Master. Yep, okay, we'll do the play here. This, play this. Play this. Put a counter on himself. Don't need more land at this point. Pass turn. This card is very good. The more I play with it, the trample's very relevant. Chainsaw, kill the cub. This card's also just like, ugh. It's cool. I feel like this is more of the modern card designs that I like. Where it's like, it does do a lot of different stuff, but it's expensive and more like synergy focused. Take 3. Static Prison, the Delighted Halfling. Okay. Honestly, rather that than something else. The One Ring. You don't say. I can't play Endurance to get around that, so we will just jam the One Ring. I was like, oh, I could do something cool. No, I cannot. I have a Black Lotus, so I will draw here. I have a Titania. Titania is good. Okay, Amped Raptor. Very unlikely to hit something, but you never know. It. All right, you know what? They can do that, I guess. That's gross. This is constructed now. And I can't play spells on their turn. Notably. Take a damage off the One Ring. Questing Beast is quite good. Nothing they play can block. Let's draw a card and hit Black Lotus. Lelia, Prismatic Vista. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have double red with 6 mana. I was gonna say I could go Rabbleman Lelia, but honestly, those are both pretty bad attacks. I can go Prismatic Vista into Titania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Titania gets back Prismatic Vista and makes a 5/3. That feels pretty good. Let's do that. Tap mana. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. This avoids more Ancient Tomb damage. Fetch here. Grab. At this point, I think I need more. Well, I'm going to get it back anyway, so I can get the other one. Play this. Get back Prismatic Vista. Pass turn. Not playing any spells. Just some good old-fashioned fun. Next turn, I get my Delighted Halfling back. Allegedly. Oh my god. Yep. Discharge Titania. So I fetch. Make a 5/3. Yeah, I mean, this is just a constructed draw. You can grab a mountain. Do they have to spend all their mana to do that? The Amped Raptor blocked the elemental pretty well, but they can. Oh, they just sack the cat and then a Johnny 0. A Johnny is like one of the most ridiculous cards I've ever seen in my life. Like, he flips to. I mean, you'll see what happens. Targeting me, yeah. He flips to 0, make a 2/1, and then do that damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target? Like, what? On a 2-drop? It's a 2-mana play! What is this card? Like, literally, who designed this card? Okay, so that happened. I take a lot of damage. 13. They have Goblin Bombardment, so I need to kill a Johnny right now, but they have another cat. Questing Beast can do it, actually. Quite well, even. Am I dead? No, right? Oh, geez, they have this. Oh my gosh, that's a good Goblin Bombardment deck. Good Chainsaw deck, too. Okay, I'm down to 6. Down to a virtual 3. Down to a virtual just dead, actually. Because the One Ring. Draw some cards, take some damage. I have to kill them right now. Sowing Myco Spawn. Right, if I'm at 4, at the very least, they could just sacrifice their whole board, put me to 1, and I die to the One Ring. So I have to somehow try and kill him right now. I don't believe this does it. I don't think it does, right? As much as I do, they're just at the very worst can Goblin Bombardment ping me down. I can go up to 6 mana, but I die if I do that. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay. I think that was game 2 and I won game 1, so we just need them to not. Do I even, like, is it worth doing this to kill Bombardment? I feel like by the time they play Bombardment, it's too late. The problem isn't Johnny, and the problem with a Johnny is there's, like, effectively no way to interact with him outside of counter magic. So I feel like the best strategy is just hope for the best. Go first. Still no Black Lotus draws. I have Once Upon a Time. I mean, I can turn to Gut, and I have a Burst Lightning, so I like all of that. If I had a red source, I can turn to Gut. Okay, down to 6 cards. I like that. Cast this. I think I have to grab this mountain. Sad as it is. Play this. Oh, you know what? Gut is legendary, so I can play that off the halfling. Something to consider, I guess. Guide of Souls. Shifting Woodland enters tapped unless you control a forest. I do control a forest, so let's do this. Play an uncounterable Gut. Actually, no. We're gonna play this first. It's just so easy for them to just play Chainsaw right here. And if they kill Gut, like, my whole game plan is dead. Or Braid, you know, one of those. So this worked out pretty well, because now I get to go Gut plus Burst Lightning. And now they're super far behind. Okay. Let's fetch a mountain out of my deck. Uncounterable. Play... Wait, I don't get to attack, though. That's right. If I want to... if I want to make the 4/1, I have to attack and sack my halfling, and then I don't have the mana to do anything else. They get to keep God of Souls for 1 turn, but I get a 4/1 in play. Honestly, that's probably it. That's probably the play. Get a 4/1. Okay, they have a 3/3. It gains them 1 life. They discard 2 cards. It has haste. Does a bunch of stuff. Discard Herder. How do you even say this? Brynhilder. I take 3. They can't give it flying yet. And I need to draw a spell at some point. Or a wasteland. I would accept wasteland if I'm going to draw a land. Such is life, I guess. Honestly, I think I just turn Gut into a skeleton and attack them for 8 here, and then I have kicked Burst Lightning plus 2 skeletons. Oh, another creature. No! Wait. Do I have Delirium? Creature, land. Oh my god, I'm 1 short in like every direction. If I play... No, this is an instant. Instant, creature, land. So I need sorcery or something. Okay, so let's play this tapped. Let's attack first. If Gut could sacrifice itself, I would be in a good spot. But I can't. Let's attack. Sacrifice another creature. What happens if I click this? Okay. I can turn the skeleton into a skeleton. I don't think that matters. They take 6. Let's play Stomping Ground tapped. So now I'm probably just going to have to Burst Lightning the Guide of Souls. Ocelot Pride. Yeah, I think I just kill this. Then they don't gain life. They don't gain flyers. They can't really attack. They could sit back and double block my skeleton. This is bad. That tells me they have another thing. Okay, we're not. They're just not afraid. Let's go Mountain. Ravelman. Make a Goblin. They're just letting me attack. If you don't kill Gut here. Alright, do this. Sacrifice this Goblin. I could sacrifice this Goblin and go all in, but that feels needlessly reckless. I don't know if they have like Pyrokinesis or something. They only have 2 cards in hand. Discharge this. They definitely wanted to discharge Gut, I think, before combat. They take 6. I mean, unless they just have hasted... I don't even know. Black Lotus Kujita? I think if they just kill Gut right there, they win. Or if they hold back this and block Gut because it has to attack. Okay, Horizon Canopy. This still don't have Delirium, so let's correct this. Draw a card. Jeez, man. Alright, beginning of combat. I think I win, but I don't know. Yeah, let's... I mean, everything's pretty much lethal here. Goblins first. Then we're gonna sacrifice this Goblin. They have 2 cards. It has to be like Pyrokinesis or something. Okay. I don't know. Weird. Okay, well, that leak was something. It was all just broken cards. I still really like have not used Black Lotus to a good effect in a deck like this. It could have been so sick, but just never drew it. But I mean, Gut overperformed as always. This card is busted. That's why we kept the hand. Gut Rebel Master is beautiful. And Titania, also insane. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in supporting the channel at all, there's 2 great ways to do that. The first is I spent many years working on a game called Algamancy that solves many of the problems that Magic and other TCGs have. There's no first player advantage. It's all self-contained in 1 box, so a deck is not $500. You can get the whole game, which is sort of like a cube, for about 80 bucks. Link in the description. There's no color screw, mana screw, or anything like that. And you get to draft your hand in the game, so it's a lot of fun. And then the second way is Azoth. It's a game on Steam that I'm working on, single player deck building roguelike game. If you want more like single player combo oriented builds, a great way to do it. So go check that out on Steam. Otherwise, just enjoy the videos.